It's April 11th, 2024. Let's go over today's trades. We're down 387 on the session. So you can see the trades we took. Oh my goodness. Just make this bigger so we can see it. Okay. Let's go to the open here. So we opened. We were actually awake during this session. I was wondering, this is a good short opportunity, but I don't like trading early morning. But obviously, this would have been a great trade. We caught this long, perfectly. We'll go over why that worked. We fought twice to get in. I think we were down 500 or 600. I think 500 or 600. Kind of our stops were kind of loose for this. We didn't keep them very tight. We caught this long. I think we only held it. Let's see when this happened. This happened at 10, about 10:10, and we held it for about 30 minutes. So that's a decent. That is a decent hold. We held a little bit longer, which is nice. These losers, I think we held 10 minutes, 5 minutes or so. So we out of those fairly quick. Kind of loosens up our stop. We knew we were going to find a lot of buying pressure. I was really eyeing up targets up here. This is where I wanted to scale out, where I re-entered short. We'll go over exactly what happened here. And then we didn't take any trades for a few hours. End of day, my God, look how much we were fucking fighting around for position here. We got in one short here, got chopped up, took two, got chopped up again, and then kind of changed our mind, went long, a little scalp, a little short, a little long, a little, just getting kind of chopped up for the rest of the session. Let's look at this on the main display now. So on the main display here, let's go to the open. So yeah, on the open, we had this kind of point of control. It's a very powerful point of control. I think it was our largest one. Yeah, it's 220. It was one of the larger point of controls. It wasn't the largest. This was the largest. This 210 area. It's the biggest point of control. Nonetheless, we were around for this. We were debating whether to go short on it, and we didn't because we don't like trading early mornings usually. And where was our first long at? Was it here at this 286 level? Yeah, it was. So this is the long we got into. I think we tried getting in long here, long there. I think we tried to get long here. We tried another long. Let's see. Oh, they're both at 197. You're looking to get long at 197. So we were getting long here, which wasn't a very key level. So I don't really know why we were executing there. Let's look at the delta. Where were we on the delta during that time? So we were touching down neutral. That's what we were doing. We were touching down on delta neutral. That clearly didn't work out. And then we sniped this long perfectly. We were at negative 1500 on the delta. We sniped this entry here. And then we held it to 195. So here, I think. That's all we held it, huh? We only held it. Was that 15 points? Something like that. 13 points or something. Not a bad trade. We made all of our money back plus some on it. I think we only traded one contract here. And on NQ, we were really looking at so on NQ here, we could see it was this long was in confluence here. Let's see if we can get them to line up a little bit. Whatever, we can't. So this long here was a touchdown on a major uh, market profile, low node, and this half gap volume, low node confluence zone. So we knew this was going to be a very strong area. So we got in there, and then we were really looking to take out. We were doing this thing. We were range stacking into the in yesterday's session. Let's see if we can show this here. So we were in this range all day, and then we did a thing where we broke out of the range, and then we started to hold above. So we started to rotate above the range. I knew we were going to have some buy pressure today because we had so much selling and very little price movement. So we knew the buy side was just loaded up on contracts. And so yeah, this is a classic example of longs below, shorts above. So yeah, and then we were really eyeing this 1820 level. This is where we wanted to exit on ES. We were looking to exit here when NQ got to this zone, which we didn't hold it that long. But we knew we were the trade idea was from here to here, and it was a great hypo. We got into it. We didn't hold it long enough. I mean, this is a trade we could have held to the end of the day. The likelihood of that is very slim. But let's see, 1016, 1116, right here. That's just 1 hour. Let's go to 1216. 1216. We finally hit target. Let's go 1316. 1316. We wouldn't have even gone higher. So this is one of the examples where we gotta hold our fucking winners. It's the only way this ever makes any sense. It's hard when we're just trading one contract, but man, we really gotta work on holding our trades longer. Let's go back to the main display here. So yeah, snipped along here. It's a great trade. We took. Let's see where we shorted. Oh, so we shorted at 216. This is where, yeah, this 216 level. It's a big volume point of control. We were going to get some people exiting. We did. It didn't work out for very long though. So pretty much just a scratch trades here, and this 210 area was very significant for the session, and we did a very good job staying out of this, at least on the short side, and following our rules of looking for shorts, But this was an exception where I was considering to flip and re-enter long here, but we didn't. I think this was during the lunch hour as well, so we had just very low volume this whole time. But starting at, look at this, exactly 1300 last retest, and then we went, and then we started fighting for shorts a bunch. Let's see, when did we first get in? 237, we got in right here. This point of control. We did get some selling here, but we just blew it right out. We started to see extreme sell side absorption here. So we were hesitant for the rest of the session to be taking shorts for the most part. We're seeing so much aggression. So, I mean, we did a good job. We didn't do a good job. See, we re-entered here. 245, is that where we entered? Yeah. We re-entered here at this half gap confluence area, which blew right through it though. So this was probably the biggest loss of the session was here and at the beginning, and then here. And then we were just super choppy. This is a very we were hitting this this high on NQ, this thick line on NQ here. We were hitting this, and we were hitting this value area here as well. So we were really looking for shorts. We thought we were going to get some exhaustion, end of day, sell off the 1530 reversal, And it never really came. There was some selling. Our entries were okay here, but it was just a chop fest with how much absorption we were seeing and how hesitant buyers were. I mean, how hesitant sellers were. So we weren't seeing a lot of shorts, but 1545, we finally got that dump. So we just got chopped up around here. But overall, I mean, we had some good trade hypos, and we were pretty good about managing our risk and just getting out when we needed to. Um, so I'm proud of us for that. Proud of myself for that. Yeah, we were really having, and we started to see the support building here. A lot of sell side liquidity. We started to see buyers getting absorbed. Lots of aggressive buying with not a lot of price movement anymore. So we were looking for shorts here. Overall, this narrative idea wasn't bad. We were looking to ride this back down to 227, but these end of day trades are usually not that great around 1500. Around the 1500 hour. Um, so we just kind of stopped, but we had another good reentry. Here I think we did get this short here, but we just called it, I think. Let's look at the weekly. So we can see the overall context. Broaden this up a bunch. So yeah, where did we get this long? And we got it here at 192, I believe. No, it was 184. Yeah. So we had a big ranging session yesterday. Then we started to range stack. Yeah. Oh, wait, what exactly happened here? Let's broaden this out. Yeah. So morning sell off. Am I crazy? No, I'm not. Yeah, morning sell off. Was here. Okay, yeah. So we sold off. We caught the long here. Um, it was this low. It was this low node, and we had targets kind of at this 210 area. As we started to price started to break above and hold at these areas, and it was just kind of walking its way up. And then the second we started to break above, see this level here was very key for the session. It was this very low node and an orange like half gap line. This was a very significant point. And we were getting short here, and as we started to hold, we kind of bailed on this trade, and we thought we were going to see bullishness. And sure enough, I think exactly like 1300, we saw this thing rocket, and we knew we had taken out these highs, so we collected a ton of liquidity, just squeezed a bunch of shorts out, and we were really looking for a retest, kind of a pullback at 227. Or this 223 area. We were looking for something along the lines of this, and we were taking shorts at this big point of control here, and it was in complement with NQ. Overall, we had a generally good read of narrative today. Didn't capitalize off our best trades. We might experiment tomorrow with keeping our stops even tighter, maybe like $100 stops, because we're at 187 right now. But 187 seems to be a sweet spot. But we might experiment around tomorrow. I like the idea of just because when our entries are right, I mean we're pretty good about sniping those entries in those exact moments. It's not very often that we need that breathing room. So just have to think about that. But I think we're definitely bullish. I mean, we're going to be looking for longs. Well, this is the thing too. We're kind of in this area where we are reclaiming this big sell-off. So, I would say my bias would generally be short up here. Shorts at this 268 area, this 261 area. Even where we were at, it was kind of, this 268 is the lowest node here. So I want to say our bias is still short. We're reclaiming all this, but we're seeing so much absorption. So I don't really know what's going on, but we still have some good short opportunities. Maybe this 268 level. We have short opportunities, 261, something like this. And ideally, our strongest trades are probably this 227 zone. Kind of a pullback to here tomorrow would be a nice trade. Maybe this 223 area. And focusing on having our trades kind of at key points in time as well seems to be very powerful. There's definitely certain times where the session likes to act. So I mean, NQ just fucking ripped. Look at this thing. Yeah, I really thought we were going to start to kind of rotate, like trend down, but it doesn't appear we are unless we see this thing dump overnight or something. I don't. I think with the inflation reports, potentially not cutting interest rates is creating a ton of bullish pressure. So I wouldn't be surprised if we just keep trending up. That being said, we did a good job controlling our losses. We kind of overtraded at the end. We didn't do a good job at just holding our trades. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to discuss. Expecting some pullback tomorrow. 227 looks like a nice area. We'll just call the stream there. Nothing else to talk about.